Hello, and welcome to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the injury market's top program for doctors, lawyers, and insurers who want to gain greater insight on how to improve patient recovery results and deliver better services in the U.S. injury market. Please welcome your host, Dr. Jeffrey Allen Kronk.
Hello, doctors. Hey, what I want to talk about today and what I want to kind of riff on today is what should be the primary focus of any spinal injury doctor in the spinal injury market. Now, I'm going to tell you what my primary focus was, and I'm going to tell you what I feel the primary focus should be, whether it's not, whether you're at this place or not. Maybe it helps you to get to this place, because I know that people focus on the personal injury side of the personal injury market, and they go, "Oh, it's super lucrative, and I want to make a lot of money, and I got to learn to deal with the medical legal side of things, and got to do the documentation right, and all these things that you understand what the insurer needs, understand how to handle IMEs, understand how to handle utilization reviews, understand impairment rating, understand duties under duress, loss of enjoyment of life factors. There's all these things that I need to understand. Okay, but I'm going to tell you what the primary thing is that you need to understand. And it's two-part. One, you need to understand the injuries. You need to understand the simplicity of the injuries, because there's only 3 injuries any spine can have, and you need to understand what you're doing with any of them. You either break it, so the spine is just connective tissue and bone. That's all it is. So if you damage the spine, you either have a bone injury called a fracture, or you have connective tissue injury. One's called disc herniation, the other's called non-disc ligament damage, which causes excessive motion. The stuff's simple. The guidelines on it are incredibly. It's so easy today to do spinal injury workups. But here's what I'm going to tell you the primary focus should be on. If you can do this one thing, everything else is easy. And what do you think that one thing is? That one thing is get good results. That's the primary focus. Long term, if you're going to be in the injury space, your long-term primary focus has got to be on good injury recovery results, because that's why people will come to you. I can afford to go to any doctor I want to, whether I have insurance or not. If I have an injury, let's say I have a shoulder injury, I don't give a damn about the doctor's background. I don't give a damn about how many certifications he has. I don't give a damn if he's got 100 certifications from 100 different programs on shoulder injuries. So what? So he's well educated. Some of the most educated people that I know have a difficult time doing simple things. So sometimes all this education that you see on people's walls is to make up for the fact that they're not very good. They're very educated. So the thing that I want and the thing that I'm willing to pay for is somebody that can get me good results, somebody that can get me rehabilitated quickly back to my level of pre-injury status as quickly and as cost effectively as possible. Now, I can afford to pay. So if it's slower, as long as it's good and it's effective, I'm fine. But I'm after the doctor that gets great results. And I think more and more in the market, and people are getting smarter and smarter, and they're realizing, hey, when I've got an injury, I've got a spinal injury, I have a 50% chance or more of never fully recovering. I have a 50% chance of having headaches for the rest of my life, of having this tinnitus for the rest of my life, of having this neck pain for the rest of my life, having intermittent radicular problems for the rest of my life, having this pain go down my leg for the rest of my life, having this lower back pain for the rest of my life, having this chronic mid-back pain for the rest of my life. I have very high statistics. Doctors in the market, if you look at the statistics are terrible. They're terrible. And why are they terrible? Because the doctors in the market are terrible with this condition. They're terrible with it. I mean, statistically, all you have to do is look at it and say, wow, these providers are horrific with these conditions. It's not even close. So what I'm saying to you is, if your focus, your long-term focus, let's say I'm going to be in the market for the next 20 years. One of my major focuses has got to be on what can I do to get better injury results? What can I do, if I'm a chiropractor, adjustments better, or realign the spine better, or do rehab better? What kind of modalities can I put in that will decrease inflammatory findings? Is it a laser? Is it a soft wave? Is it a decompression table? Is it a different technique? What can I do that's going to give the patient the highest opportunity for the best results. Because if you can get good results, the rest is easy. I have a Smart Injury Doctors program. If we bring doctors in that get great results, it's easy for them to add more personal injury into their market. It's really easy because they're on fire usually. They feel a need to go out and communicate to others what makes their clinic unique, and we show them how to do that. But boy, if you can get great results in this market, you are gold in the market. And that's something that nobody could ever take away from you. Kind of think of it this way, in baseball, if you're a 350 plus hitter, you own the market, right? You can go wherever you want to. If you're a 225 hitter, boy, you better have other skills that really offset that 225 average because you're mediocre at best. So you will always struggle. So when you're looking at doing something, look at doing it the best that you possibly can. I'm going to tell you, our Smart Injury Doctors, the majority of our doctors, 99% of our doctors, come in with the idea that they want to get better patient results. That's what makes them great doctors. That's what our Smart Injury Doctors' primary focus is on, great patient results. Now, they get great patient results because they understand how to do the workups. They understand the injury that they're looking at. When they understand the injury, you understand what to do with it a lot better. You understand how this modality is going to help it, how this adjustment is going to help it, how this home exercise is going to help it, how this laser is going to help it. You understand what you're doing in the sequence to actually reverse out the negative effect of that injury, thereby rehabilitating it and getting great results. Now, when you understand the injuries, you automatically up your game documentation-wise because you understand what to document, because the documentation is insanely simple. It's not hard. So, long-term, what you want to look at is anything, any seminar, any continuing education, any coaching, anything that helps you to get better results with this patient or these patients. Joining a group of dedicated doctors that are involved with actively wanting to get better results. That is a key thing, that if you can get great results, you can go anywhere in the market, you will compete with anybody, you can break up relationships, referral relationships, where their referral relationship is with a lesser clinic that doesn't get good results or isn't, their primary focus isn't on results. And it's very easy to do. So long-term wise, that's one of the biggest things that I would express in the market. Employers, insurers, attorneys, patients, everybody in the market responds to doctors that get results. That's the easiest thing. Now, it's not always the easiest thing though. If you're struggling with results, then you want to put your focus and attention on getting better patient results, because getting better patient results just about cures everything. And so I just wanted to talk about that as a primary focus. Sometimes it gets missed in the injury market, and it should be the primary thing. As a matter of fact, I believe in the future, in the very near future, you will have sites that are up that will be able to say, hey, if you have this type of injury, how good was this doctor? And it'll get rated. The patient will actually rate the service so that everyone in the market can see, hey, if I've got a shoulder injury, I look at this doctor, this doctor, this doctor, this doctor. Man, the rating for recovery from patients for this doctor is super high. And that should be out there. Those types of results should be out there in the market. Trust me, it's coming. So it's one of the things you want to focus on. Doctors, if you have interest in our program called the Smart Injury Doctors Program, just go to www.smartinjurydoctors.com, look us up. If you want more information other than this podcast, you can go to the Smart Injury Doctors Practice Building Success Network. It's a private group on Facebook. We'll let you into it, and you can see more about what we talk about or what we teach. But I highly recommend that you look at it, look at the program, because one of the things we do is we make personal injury really simple, and I make the communication of it very simple. And when that happens, you're going to get better results. You're going to start the path to better results. So doctors, thank you very much for your time and attention today. I look forward to delivering more content to you on the next podcast. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the #1 audio production show for professionals in the U.S. injury market that want to deliver better injury services to the patients, clients, or insureds they serve. If you like what you heard today, please leave us a review and don't forget to join us on our next program.